Hello, I'm Mr. Painter, Head of Music. A lot of people know straight away that they want to take music GCSE because music is a subject that they really enjoy and they're good at it and they want a good grade. And at this school, we'll do our bit to make sure you get that good grade, either because it's a really high grade or certainly a good grade for you compared to your other GCSEs. For other people, they know that they need to take music because they want to continue with it after GCSEs and perhaps even further than that onto university or music college and then as a career. And music GCSE is the first stepping stone on that road. I know that in some cases people have very difficult choices to make because of the way the option system works, and if you want more information or guidance, then do please come and ask one of our music team. Now, music GCSE is for everyone. Obviously, if you have instrumental or singing lessons, then it's a sensible choice because you've got an advantage, and we'll talk about what that is in a few minutes. But if you don't have instrumental or singing lessons and want to take music GCSE, that's no problem at all. We'd still encourage you to start lessons, but we will also teach you how to perform vocals, drums and keyboards as part of the course. Now that's because performance is one of the main assessments of your GCSE and it's worth 30%. And you need to record this coursework in Year 11 and you can choose what instrument you'd like to perform on and you can choose any style of music, but you have to do one solo performance, which means performing by yourself or with a backing track or accompanist, and one group performance, which means performing with at least two other people. Another 30% of the course is two compositions. That's when you make up your own music, like the dance piece you've just been finishing in your Year 9 lessons. So you have to complete your two compositions in the classroom, and obviously you can use the IT that we're using at the moment, but if you wanted to, you could go into a practice room and compose at the piano or using a guitar as well. The final component is a 90-minute listening exam. That's worth 40%. And that includes extracts that you've studied of pieces by Bach and Beethoven, songs from musicals like Wicked and rock songs by Queen, and also extracts from films like Star Wars and examples of fusion music. As to what you actually do in your music lessons, well, you've probably gathered from that about 60% of your music lessons are practical, doing the sort of things that we mainly do in Year 9, performing and composing. So at the start of Year 10, we'll ask you to form a group with some friends in the class, and then you need to rehearse and record an ensemble performance. Usually people choose to do a pop song, but it can be in any style. The choice is yours. Later in the year, you'll rehearse and record a solo performance. That might be by yourself, or it could be with a backing track or with someone playing the piano or guitar to accompany you. Now, a lot of people for their solo performance choose something that they've been working on in their instrumental or singing lessons. So, for example, you might perform a drum piece you've been studying in your drum lessons or play a clarinet piece you've been doing in your woodwind lessons. But if you don't have lessons, it's not a problem. We'll teach you how to sing songs or to play songs on a keyboard or to play simple pieces on the drum kit. And there's lots of music in the office that you can choose from to use for that. As a guide, the more difficult the music is, then by and large the better grade you will get. And if you're playing grade 4 or 5 music by the end of the course, then you're going to get a very good grade at GCSE. You have to beat that standard at the end of the course, so if at the moment you're around about grade 3, you can see that you're on track for a really good grade. If you don't have instrumental lessons and you're going to go and put down the singing route, then we've got lots of rock and pop songs. Again, we've got the music in the office that you can look through, and a lot of those books are grade 5 standard, and it's perfectly possible to sing a grade 5 song just based on what you learn to do in class. So that's performance. A lot of the other time we spend doing composition pieces. First of all, we ask you to make up a piece of music in ABA form. Then we ask you to do a piece which fuses dance with world music styles. Then moving on into Year 11, you do have to compose one piece to a brief set by the board, but we also give you a free choice so that you can compose anything you want to for your second composition, or you might choose to do one of the ones again that you did in Year 10. You have to compose this piece by yourself, but you can ask others to help you perform it. So then 40% of the lesson time we do have to spend on theory and listening work. This is centred on the 8 pieces of music you need to study for the final exam. And as part of that, you'll always have a weekly homework to complete. Now the next slide gives you the full list of the set works that you need to study. So you'll see in this table that the left-hand side groups the 8 works we have to study into 4 areas of study. So first of all, you have instrumental music from 1700 to 1820, what most people would call classical music. In the vocal music section, you've got a piece of music by Purcell, who was another composer who wrote classical Baroque music. But as well as that, you've also got a rock song by Queen. Then going on to music for stage and screen, you'll see that we've got an excerpt from the musical Wicked, that's Defying Gravity, and also we've got an extract from John Williams's music for the film Star Wars. And then finally in fusions, Afro-Celt Sound System release is a fusion of African, Irish and electronic dance music, and Esperanza Spalding Samba and Preludio is a fusion of jazz and Latin American music. So lots and lots of different styles there, and actually most people find that they really enjoy listening to a lot of that music. Then if you wish to continue with your studies after GCSE, we offer Music A level, and as you can see we get fantastic results. And then quite a few people choose to take music further than that. We've got a very good track record of getting people into prestigious music colleges in London and also to top universities, other exciting opportunities like we've had people go on to be choral scholars at Cambridge. So as I said before, if you want more information, please do talk to your classroom music teacher. And I hope to see you taking Music GCSE next year.